it's very hot. The beaker feels hot outside. Aluminum dissolves, and we can see the solution becomes dark. We still have some solids there, so I'm going to put this on a hot plate and heat it for 10 to 15 minutes. I'm adding a 10 milliliter sulfuric acid 6 molar in the filtrate I just collect from the filtration, and you see I got some white precipitate on in the beaker, right on the bottom, right? Can you see that? All right. So lots of white solid there. After I add 10 milliliter 6 molar sulfuric acid. So this is the procedure C, step 1. Now I'm going to put this on a hot plate, gently heat it, and this is step C2. And I'm going to gently heat it until the white precipitate dissolves. All right. So I'm gently heating the beaker and waiting for the white solid to redissolve. The solid does not completely dissolve yet, so I don't know why. So I'm trying to add more sulfuric acid in here to see the help. If it's not, I'm going to move forward, go to the next steps. So I'm adding some more of sulfuric acid. Seems to still be the same. It's not dissolving. It's been more than 15 minutes. So I'm going to stop here. Go to next step. Move this from hot plate. Let it cool down. And I'm going to place this into ice bath. While we're waiting for the beaker to cool down, I'm setting up a funnel. This is for vacuum filtration. This white plastic thing, we call it a bucket funnel. Alright, so we put a rubber ring there, and we have a flask with a neck that is connected to the vacuum from the sink. So we can just connect the hose with the sink, and when we turn on the water, it will create some suction. Alright, suction from here, then the filtrate will coming down, the crystal will stay on the filter paper. So I'm going to detach this right now. I need to measure the mass for the filter paper first. This is the filter paper we are going to put in the funnel, and we are going to measure its mass first. Let's tell the balance. Record the filter paper's mass. Alright. Then we need to place this piece of filter here. See, it completely covers the hose, right? And before we can use it, we need to use a little bit of water, distilled water, to make it wet so that the filter paper can stick to the side of the funnel really nice, tight. All right. Now we are at step D1. We place the beaker into an ice bath. At the same time, we place a gradual cylinder holding 50-50 ethanol and water in the white ice bath as well to cool them down. Alright, cool them down. So we are waiting for a alum crystal to come out. So we wait for a few minutes. See, we see a lot of crystal coming out. That's our alarm. I don't know, alarm, maybe alarm. We see, we'll give it a little bit more time, and then I'm going to filter it. We are setting up the vacuum filtration setup, and see here, if I turn on the water here, and then we have some suction in this setup, and the water can go down. So let me close this for now, and we are going to do this next. Now see, we get a lot of crystal, right, for our final product. So I'm going to transfer the crystal by using a spatula. Turn on the water. Now I push here to close the system. Then you see here, the water is coming down. We're trying to make the crystal as dry as possible. Some product goes to the flask too, but yeah, we just ignore it. And since the product is not pure, it carries some maybe salt solution or acid solution. We need to rinse it. So the rinsing solution is a 50% ethanol and water. So this is cold enough. We place this into an ice bath for a while. So now we are using this to rinse this beaker. So we have some left over here. Then rinse it. Transfer as much as we can, so that we don't lose anything. Yeah, we use ethanol and water so that the crystal won't dissolve in the rinsing solution. So the final product, the alum, can dissolve in water easily, so that we don't use completely 100% water to rinse it. We use 50% water. The crystal does not dissolve in ethanol, so we want to rinse the crystal. We also want to keep the alum in the filter paper, not like in the filtrate. You see we are losing some. Alright, so we are rinsing. We don't have any more ethanol left, so that's fine. So we just wait until the alum crystal is as dry as possible. So we are losing some crystal in the beaker, so that's going to affect our final percentage yield. And this is our crystal. We are supposed to wait 1 week so that the crystal can be completely dry, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to weigh it directly on the balance. So be aware, the mass we are going to get contains some water or some other solutions. Because the crystal is not completely dry, the mass we measure is going to be higher than the actual number. We turn off the water. We take this down, and we are going. So we are measuring the final crystal on weighing boat. The crystal should be very wet. So, but we just weigh it so that you can have some idea. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just take the crystal with the filter paper all together, then do some subtraction. So this is our crystal alum. The final product looks pretty. And let's record the mass. This is the mass of crystal, aluminum crystal and filter paper.